shaken but not stirred. But in life, it's a little different. Because in life, what it's talking about is somebody who's been shaken by the circumstances of life, but the reality is they haven't been stirred to do anything about it. It's just kind of something that happened. And nothing about their behavior, nothing about their life or their faith or belief, whatever it is that shook them, nothing really changed about what they're doing. And so this morning, we're going to look at the account that Matthew writes about what took place on resurrection morning. And there were a lot of people who were at the grave. Matthew alone records the fact that there was an earthquake that opened the tomb. Mark and Luke, both along with Matthew, record the words of the centurion as Jesus is on the cross there. They talk about that he is the Son of God. Luke refers to him as a righteous man. We talked a little bit about that in our Good Friday service. All four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, talk about the fact that there were angels who were present at the tomb that morning. And so you got those women who come, you've got the disciples who will come later, you've got the guards that are there, you've got the angels. There's a lot of people that have gathered at the tomb of Jesus Christ on that resurrection morning. But the reality is, as they walk through that and the experience of the veil being torn, the way to God now open, we don't have to go through people anymore, all of those things, we can know all that and still not be stirred. So what for us today? Not just church, man, we are glad that you're here. If you're our guest today, we want you to know we're happy you're here. Okay? But man, I want something beyond church. I want when we walk into this world that something is different, that people see not us, but they see Jesus Christ in us to the point that their life is changed. Because the reality is, since Jesus arose from the grave, we have been living in the last days. I know there's a lot of stuff, and people looking at the war in Iran and Israel, and you can just, if you're on Facebook, I promise you about once every 2 days, you can get a new theory of when Jesus is coming again. But the reality is, since Jesus Christ rose from the grave, we have been living in the last days. And you and I think, man, that's been over 2,000 years. So I want you to think about it this way. In Jesus' mind, God's mind, the God, the creator of the universe, it hadn't been 2 full days yet. See, he says in Scripture, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. So if Jesus died 2,026 years ago, it's just barely been 2 days in God's mind. We are living in the last days. So what? What difference does it make?